Welcome, esteemed guests, dear colleagues, and everyone present with us today on this fine evening. I welcome you to this online get-together regarding achieving 21st century skills, teaching learning best practices. October 5 is celebrated as the World Teachers' Day around the world. In Bangladesh, however, as a part of celebrating the 100th year of the birth of the great man who led this nation to independence, father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, with Zakia Sultana Nina to go ahead with the following program as the moderator of this webinar. Please, Zakia Sultana Nina.
Thank you very much, sir. Good evening, everyone. Respected guest of honor, Professor Dr. Syed Muhammad Ghulam Farooq, Director General, Directorate of Secondary and Higher Education, learned speakers, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome to the seminar on achieving 21st century skills, teaching learning best practices. Without further ado, let me invite Ms. Lutfunnisa Khanum, Assistant Teacher English, Jamal Khan Kusum Kumari City Corporation Girls High School, Chattogram, to deliver the keynote speech. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ms. Lutfunnisa Khanum.
Dear honorable guest, this is Lutfunnisa Khanum, Assistant Teacher Jamal Khan Kusum Kumari City Corporation Girls High School. Good evening to you all. I am feeling honored to be here in this virtual session, 21st Century Skill. You know, 21st Century Skill depends on some learner-centered work, and we try to work something with students. Student will do something, and we try to support them or whatever they need. And to present our country, and other country people have to present their country. This project-based learning, it is another skill of 21st century. I believe, we believe that our learners will learn with collaboration. Our learners will learn technology. They will learn, and we teacher we will have in this seminar
with us. Moving to the plenary session, our first speaker of today's panel is Mr. Sharif, Instructor General, Primary Teachers Training Institute, Pirojpur. Mr. Shafiq has vast experience in teacher education and training, education research, content development, etc. Dear sir, as a primary teacher instructor, what is your approach to 21st century skills while training the teachers?
Speakers, moderators, and all the participants. Dear Shafiq bhai, we are getting low sound. Now do you hear me? Hello?
Sir, we can.
Perspective. As we know, the fourth industrial revolution changed everything rapidly due to massive use of information and communication technology, included and setting standard and assessment for students, revision of curriculum and instructional design, then train teachers for their professional development. Department is sitting multimedia classroom. More than 50,000 multimedia classroom has been set throughout the country. Then providing face-to-face, online and blended training to the teachers and teachers, employability skills, self-management skills, and foundational skills, all are listed and included in our curriculum framework. Conceptual and procedural knowledge, their practical ability, application ability, problem-solving skills of students, their social or scientific processing skills, values. If I say that the presentation, team teaching, peer feedback, assignment, project-based learning, practice and debriefing session.
Let us now move a little to have an overseas view of the practices. Ms. Catherine Nakabugo is the Executive Director of Direct Hand Foundation, Uganda, an organization that empowers young children, especially girls, in mathematics and entrepreneurship through Mathematics Club in schools. Ms. Nakabugo is passionate about girls' education. She has a significant role in empowering many girls through their entrepreneurship. I would like to ask Ms. Nakabugo, how do you incorporate 21st century skills in your education system? And what motivates you and your teachers to do so?
From the 21st centuries, we need to know our perspectives on the 21st century teaching, our learning, and what are the 21st century skills, and the 21st, so to be flexible, you must be knowing social media. How do I promote myself on social media? How do I use the computer, that is computer literacy? So let me go back to the PowerPoint, thank you. So while teaching community,
Disagree. The kids are using social media and they need to learn this skill. They need to learn how to manage that. And this is a skill that teachers should also guide them, right? Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much for joining with us. Okay. Next, we have Ismat Farjana, the head teacher of Charundip Dewan Bibi Government Primary School, Chattogram. She has achieved the Best Teacher Award of National Primary Education Award 2018 at the district level from Chattogram district. Ms. Farjana, as the head of an institution, how do you apply the skills that we have heard from our primary teacher educator, Mr. Sharia Shafiq sir? Would you please tell us?
Thank you, ma'am. Are you listening to me, please?
Yes, absolutely, loud and clear.
Hello, everyone. This is Ismat Farjana, head teacher of Charundip Dewan Bibi Government Primary School, Walkhali, Chattogram, Bangladesh. Our educational systems are changing with time. We are now focusing on skill-based lifelong learning. As our previous speakers talked about this, so I'm gonna skip this. Our learners are now becoming super learners. They expect from their teachers to make them to think, to create, to analyze, to evaluate, to apply. Along with our curricular activities, in the primary school of our nation, there are several programs initiated in order to comply with the learning skills. Firstly, here's the Khude Doctor program, meaning young doctor, where the kids adopt the basic skills of measuring weight, height, checking temperature, and any other qualities they have to help others in any basic medical emergency. We have the Students' Council election held at our institution where students learn leadership. Here, a student council is elected, among which replicates the national democratic election. Thereby, children learn key practical skills like counting and collecting votes. Also get to know about campaigning and governing. The Students' Council works for the school and tries to fulfill their agendas. Several other practical elements can be noticed in our primary schools as well. The science classes are made as practical as possible. The kids are also seen engaged in various fun activities and games where they learn through fun and enjoyment. Project-based learning. In example, students are asked to engage themselves in several projects as a part of their home and class activities. Students participate in a math Olympiad where they get a chance to learn mathematics through enjoyment and fun quizzes. Students prepare wall magazines along with many other co-curricular activities, where they get a chance to unleash their creative talent through art, poem, prose, etc. Our super learners are now using education tools like Google, YouTube, Wikipedia, 10-Minute School, etc. that they can learn through online-based self-learning also. The pandemic has...
We have Mr. Hemi Hussain. Mr. Hemi Hussain is the Chief Executive Officer of Melbourne Metropolitan College in Australia. He is an international speaker, author, and winner of Best Business Award in Melbourne 2018. In his debut book, Mr. Hussain talked about transforming from employee to digital entrepreneur. Mr. Hussain, given the reality of employment and entrepreneurship, what soft skills are needed in the job market to manage the challenges of the fourth industrial revolution? How can we prepare our students to acquire those skills?
Thank you, Zakia, ma'am. I'm honored to be in here this evening. Good evening, everyone. And distinguished guest, Professor Dr. Mohammad Farooq, and all panelists and speakers. Thank you. And as Ms. Zakia said, my name is Hemi Hussain. I'm the CEO of Melbourne Metropolitan College. So I'm going to talk about a little bit around what soft skills do we really need in this 21st century and Industry Revolution 4. So I'm going to share my screen. Okay, so let's start with what are soft skills? I think that's the first question we all ask. I know you have been hearing all the time that soft skill, we need soft skill. But what is soft skill? So soft skill is the personal character actually, and its qualities of each of we have got first century. And these are the things we are talking about, the soft skill. So I just want to give few examples of soft skill. So we are talking about at the moment the people skills. We're talking about the communication skills. We're trying to get the best result, so they lose their creativity. And along the journey, they become like a machine. But on the other hand, they lose their creativity. Problem solving, another skills, right? Our kids at the moment should more focus because they need to understand rather than getting their numbers or marks in the class, they need to resolve the problem. They are somehow not flexible enough. Their communication doesn't mean it has to be English. Communication means you have to know how to effectively pass your information to someone. One is our fixed mindset, one is our growth mindset. When you are in growth mindset, then you understand that, yes, I accept that I have got to improve my soft skill. Now this is my time to improve. Listening, and thank you for again inviting me in this session. I'm honored.
Thank you very much, Hemi sir. It was wonderful, and I'm really fascinated by the thought that we are talking about the Industrial Revolution. At the same time, we are talking about such soft things, such soft skills that is intangible yet so precious. And it is really, really important that we have to be flexible, we have to be adaptable, and our students, our next generation, you know, in everywhere, because it is unpredictable that the things can happen anytime. This coronavirus, this pandemic has given us this thing, that this lesson we have learned, that we need to be prepared. Thank you so much for sharing your time with us.
Thank you.
Our next panelist is Professor Dr. Muhammad Zainal Abidin Khan, Principal Government Teachers Training College, Joshore. Although his initial focus in education was in Bangla language and literature, Dr. Abidin took keen interest in teacher education, ICT, secondary education, and instructional technology. Dear sir, as a teacher's educator, how do you integrate 21st century skills in teachers training as well as in the classroom for the secondary level education? There we can see now.
Okay. Especially in teacher education, depends on both cognitive-based NU curriculum and objective-based short training also. In both cases, our practice that is all defined in curriculum, highly related 21st century skills.
Ms. Pema Kalabhushal Pandey is a lower secondary level English teacher at Pathshala Nepal Foundation and also a lecturer at Unique College, Lalitpur, Nepal. Ms. Pema has close association with NELTA and TESOL community and has participated and presented papers at national and international conferences on several occasions. That being said, I would like to ask Ms. Pema, how are you practicing 21st century skills in the secondary and higher secondary level education in Nepal? Ma'am, are you here?
Yes, thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. I'm listening to you. Good evening, everybody from Nepal. I'm extremely grateful to be a part of this wonderful program. For this, I'm extremely grateful to the host and organizers and all, and also especially to Ismat Mumtaz, she invited me in this program as a panelist. Though she is not here today, but I miss her so much. But also century skills and mainly in secondary and higher secondary level in Nepal, as I work in the same level as you can see here. I don't think I have to explain these things in detail. So our previous speakers have already mentioned the student once in a week we have once in a week the students get to know about this practical knowledge about the science and technology. We also follow like focus on field trips. The students learn from the experience as well. So we focus on field trips. Here you can see the picture as well. Here my here you can see Pathshala Environmental Club, Sports Club, Literature Club as a language subject of English and Nepali.
Next we have Hassan, lecturer and head of the Department of ICT Bangladesh International School and College, Nirjhar, Dhaka Cantonment. He is also an online instructor at Kishore Batayon, Shangshad Bangladesh Television and Robi 10-Minute School. Sir, could you please tell us, as a teacher, what difficulties do you face integrating 21st century skills in the secondary level education of Bangladesh? If you can have your perspective.
Thank you so much. And they'll be very much able to in financial literacy. Thank you. And another is global awareness, multicultural literacy, and humanization. Already, we already know about that globalization. We are living in it.
Thank you. Now, Dr. A.T. Marjati Hussain is a senior lecturer of English education at Faculty of Teachers Training at Pattimura University, Ambon, Indonesia. He is the co-founder of Indonesia Reading and Writing Association and takes keen interest in teaching, training, research, and material development. Let us now hear from Dr. Hussain on their national approach to 21st century skills in the education sector of Indonesia. Ma'am, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you. I'll share my screen with you.
Yes, please.
Professional development network, where we can say that we can share the material, and we can talk about the problems, and we can also share the good practice among us. And this is the mentoring session that I mentioned. So in the mentoring session, in addition to face-to-face mentoring session, the teacher and the master trainers can go together and we can meet through the mobile phone.
Next in line, we have Wadi Malouf, Program Officer at United Nations Office of Drugs and Crimes, UNODC, Vienna, Austria. For last 10 years, Mr. Malouf has been engaged in programs on prevention of drug use, crime and violence, and all piloting evidence-based family skills programs, as well as life and social skills programs for youth. Mr. Malouf, what roles can family play to help the children to achieve 21st century skills? Sir, can you hear me?
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. Yes, I can hear you. I hope it's mutual. Our guiding principle in terms of work are the international standards on drug use prevention. It's very important to contextualize what do we mean by the international standards on drug use prevention for the audience that's attending. For us, prevention of drug use goes way beyond talking about drugs. When we prevent substance use, especially in youth, we're talking about an individual that is growing from the pregnancy period of the mother onward in a period of socialization where the brain is interacting with the environment around him or her. And then at different ages of development, and these skills are not only linked for us in terms of preventing drug use or violence, but you can see in this slide that education improves a lot when family functioning is empowered. So family and school are not two independent social institutions. Family and school are two social institutions that if they work together can have a multiplicative.
Our final panelist, Professor Dr. Mullah Amir Hussain, is the chairman of Board of Intermediate and Secondary Education, Jashore. Sir, from your experience, what do you think are the major challenges in fostering 21st century skills in our education sector?
Thank you. I want to sharing my screen share. Good evening, everybody. I want to express my heartiest gratitude to online solution through e-filing and auto-generation of letters. After submitting the application with necessary documents in online, an applicant can get payslip, that means Sonali Seva, of board fees and application copy. Documents, hard or soft, are corrected after approval through e-filing. The PDF copy of corrected and fresh certificate is uploaded to the applicant's ID. He or she can use it anywhere. Due to crisis of COVID-19, academic activities have been stopped. Jashore Education